This might be a good time to remind everyone, not all 12 are going to be masterpieces. I feel like we need to say that before we discuss anything further. That is well said. Hard to beat something like that, but let's get to the best thing we heard this week.
You are the Russell Westbrook of reporters, by the way.
What, I take bad shots? Why don't you go ahead and get comfortable, because what we're about to do is going to take a while. Can't look to the future yet without worrying about the present. Do want to make a note, Taylor Heinicke wasn't a walking boot after this game. Bijan Robinson was asked about the play of both quarterbacks. He said, we got confidence in either Dez or Taylor. We just as a team have to find our consistency. In the locker room afterwards, I was chatting with Darnell Mooney. Asked him how do you evaluate this offense in these 2-minute situations. He said, I want to say dominant. We're clearly not there yet, but it's something we're trending towards. Jesse Bates piggybacked those comments, said a lot of teams are on the opposite side of this at this point in the year. Finger pointing, it's not a good place to be in. We're in a great spot. We just got to get back to work on Monday, continue to play our best ball in December. Well, hey, everything's fine. There's nothing wrong with your TV. Don't freak out. This is just what your screen looked like the last time Georgia Tech beat Notre Dame in Atlanta all the way back in 1976.
Channel 2's Luke Hetrick is live for us in Flowery Branch. Luke, how would you describe the afternoon? Had to have been special having him there.
Justin, Wendy, hope might not seem like the right word to use in this situation, but you really just felt this collective exhale all afternoon. We were inside the facility. We could hear the buses pull up right before practice started, and then all you heard was just this swarm of laughter and excitement as the team made their way over to the field. Last year, King was only one of 2 Power 5 quarterbacks with these numbers: 2,800 passing yards, 700 rush yards, 25 passing touchdowns, and 10 running TDs. You know who the other guy was? Jaden Daniels. Won himself a Heisman, top 2 pick in the draft last year. That's good company to be in, Zach. Answer this question. Do you need a spark if A, you've lost 4 or 5, B, your offense is below league average in hits, runs, RBI, and home runs, C, you now face your largest division deficit in 25 months, or D, all the above? Go with the last one.
Luke, the party has already started at Truist, and we already know who's going to sing the national anthem.
I'm not spoiling that one just yet. Yeah, it has started, you're right, for every single one of us except for the actual Braves, because their break's over. Back to work for them tonight against the St. Louis Cardinals. The people have requested more Terrence, and that is exactly what we are going to give them. It is Terrence Moore, author of the book, The Real Hank Aaron. Terrence, so we ran the numbers on this. Wrap your head around it. The Braves have missed 1,087 games simply due to injuries. So my question to you is, can the Braves continue to go down this stretch without so many key players in the lineup? They scored 29 points in this game. That was their most of the season.
It was.
They scored 28 points against the Vikings. That was their second most. They had 20 points and a half against Tennessee, their most in one half. And what's the common thread there? All of those games quarterbacked by Taylor Heinicke.
Channel 2's Sports Zone Sunday starts now.
Certainly had better Sunday evenings, but you know what? We got good news, because there is plenty to discuss on this program that is Sports Zone Sunday. What's going on, everyone? I am Luke Hetrick. We have a stacked show for you as always. We're going to unpack and recycle everything from Georgia's monster win in Austin, plus how we evaluate Georgia Tech now after what didn't happen at the Benz against Notre Dame. We're going to get to all that stuff, but first, let's start with a reminder that it is very, very hard to win in the NFL. Look, before 1 o'clock this afternoon, you felt like the Falcons might be a top 5 team in football. It could be, but they were number 2 on this field today. Seattle was far better. The lone spotlight on this afternoon, that dude, Bijan Robinson, finally breaks 100 yards in 2024 with a season-high 21 carries. That is our Mark Spain guaranteed best rate performance. It was 10-7 mid-second quarter, and then that road team just took firm control. Defensively, Atlanta had no pass rush. Geno Smith had time to do that to DK Metcalf. This was a 10-point game at the half. They'd get it to 3, but Raheem Morris said afterwards, we didn't play well as a unit. And today was an anomaly. It was reflected in the fourth quarter. 3 Kirk Cousins turnovers on 3 straight possessions. It's the worst home loss since 2021. Sports director Zach Klein on a rough day at the office. First video would be the headline. You know what it is. Ja Morant in Atlanta, 3rd game back from that 25-game suspension. We're all talking about it, but you know what's back page news and really should be out front? What our boy Trey TL's doing. 6 straight games coming into Saturday night with at least 30 points, 10 assists. We don't talk about it enough, and why is that? Oh, because his team's lost 7 of their last 10. Here's a question for his head coach. How do you fix all that?
The list is long. I think that it'd be long no matter what our record was, because that's the goal, is to keep getting better. So I guess that would answer your question.
Let's go Family Feud style. Good answer. Good answer. Okay, here's a good strategy in this one. Let Trey fillet. Seems to work out nicely. Let me see the pick and roll. Onyeka Okongwu and him, they had it going. Pair of dunks in that one. Look, Trey from distance didn't really have it going on, just 3 of 10. Everything else, hook, line, sinker in effect. Drawing contact. No one does it better. Streak continues. 30 points, 12 dimes for Trey. That point total, and really this highlight, was matched by his counterpart, Ja Morant. Guards should not be the roll man like that, but we all know he's no ordinary point guard. 30 for Ja rules everything around me. This is a tie game mid-fourth quarter. We know the Hawks' issues well documented in defending the 3-ball. Desmond Bane, not many do it better than him. Can't lose him. Hawks down 4. Easiest way to hit in the 3 in this league. Do it in transition, then off the offensive rebound. Just like that, Bane. Game high 37 points. Later on, Ja working on Trey. Good defense, better offense. Hits him with the 2 small. Least of Atlanta's problems. They're back to 5 games under 500. You know, it doesn't have to be like this, and every single dude in that locker room knows it. Go back earlier this month. They're walking off the field at MetLife Stadium confidently. Why? Because they knew they were in the best possible position, in control of their own destiny. 7 days later, they lost that, and now here they are at the last possible second this situation presents itself. Win, and then hope to God you get help from someone else.
Fields flings, back corner, more! Touchdown Bears!
First off, they didn't help their cause. In all 3 phases, Chicago was the far superior team in what ends up being the most lopsided loss of the season.
It sucks. I mean, you want to go out there and try to win, try to execute plays, and it sucks that, you know, sometimes we can't pull through.
It's a result-oriented business, and you got to get the job done. And when you don't, you know, I mean, everybody wants answers, you know, and it's probably a lot more simpler than it makes sense. But we just got to play better.
Yes, they didn't take care of business, but
Thankfully, when I was told, we still have life.
Carr throwing end zone. It's Carr for the touchdown.
Neither did Tampa. Despite this loss to the Bears, there is still, in Week 18, some life.
It's football at the end of the day, and, you know, maybe, you know, the cards will come out right for us, so we just got to sit back and wait.
Obviously, you want to control your own, but if there's situations like this that are happening, you know, you just got to, you know, keep your faith high and hope that, you know, God has a plan for this team to go to the playoffs.
Okay, just so we're all on the same page, Atlanta clinches a playoff spot if they beat New Orleans and then has Carolina take care of business against Tampa. Calais Campbell spoke on that, said having to have some help is interesting, but we know we got to go out and play a great game. Then he paused and said, we also have to stop talking about it and go do it. At Soldier Field in Chicago, Luke Hetrick, Fox 5 Sports. Let's say hockey is a song. The ice is the sheet, the sticks and the skates hit the beat, and no doubt Mitch Fossier carries that melody.
All alone to the net, and he scores!
It's a privilege to be able to play in front of thousands of fans and, you know, score a big goal and feel like the adrenaline of, you know, of a packed arena, or the opposite of scoring a goal in a packed barn on the road and just hearing it go quiet.
It's Mitch Fossier right on cue. He's in. He scores!
Alpharetta raised to an all-star in just half a season with his hometown Gladiators. Yeah, sounds perfect.
All my buddies know that Foss plays hockey, but, you know, we've never seen it, so now it's like they can come to the games whenever they want. So like things like that are pretty cool, and you know, I think when I'm retired and done, it's something that I'll really appreciate.
No, don't worry. It's not his last song. Trust me.
It's been a while since I have met you and heard your words, a crippled rescue that I won't ever forget.
Music for me is such a release, and to be able to come down here and kind of get lost in the world of playing music and specifically probably creating music and writing songs is honestly like cathartic.
I'll be Johnny Castle if it makes you feel alive.
We'll see, in a way, both do. Polar opposites.
Hockey's fantastic. I love it. You know, there's so many great moments, but like if you're losing, it's frustrating. And then I get to pick up a guitar and forget that hockey exists.
provide perfect balance.
In a strange way, that like playing hockey and traveling and kind of living somewhat of a hectic lifestyle with that contributes to like better songwriting in a sense, because it's such a release.
You have to hide your prize piece, Lily, and no one will know who you are.
Together, it created his second album, Like We Were Told.
I really don't enjoy hearing those songs right now because I've worked on them every day for too long. But one of my favorite things about music is that it's somewhat like an autobiography of your life. It's cool to be able to look back and like hear what you were thinking at the time.
Swipes it to the middle, Whalen across, Fassier scores!
Whatever line comes next.
So come on, let me drop on by and take you out for just one night.
Will be for the moment.
I think a lot of it is the here and now, and I'm doing it because I love it. I'm playing hockey because I love it, playing music because I love it.
And every song Mitch Fassier sings will be his truth.
I've never been bored in the last 20 years. Without them, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Wrap your arms around me.
In Alpharetta, Luke Hetrick.
Tell me good night.
FOX5 Sports.